Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dr. Uhrmacher here, bright and early, got some nice sunshine on my face, getting me warmed up. Want to go through a retargeting ad that I'm going to run here for Dr. Ryan, and let me talk about retargeting real quick. What it is, if you're new to it or have not done it, is basically anyone that has gone through certain actions on your page, they've clicked on certain pages of your website, whatever the case may be, it's someone that's interacted with you already. You're going to show them another ad, and there's so many different ways that you can do that. But the biggest mistake I see is that people simply just don't do it. All right. So why would you want to do it? Well, that mistake comes in the fact that most chiropractors want to run, they've really been sold a lie here, right? Run an ad, get them to opt in for something, give them the free report or free video, and they're magically going to call your office and schedule an appointment and give you thousands of dollars. That's pretty much how the sales videos go. Or the other one is run an offer ad. They click to take advantage of your $19 offer, and you call them and they schedule, and then you make thousands of dollars. Those are the kinds of things that you see, right? But that's not the reality. The reality is all of the people that we're dealing with, myself included, when it comes to something that you see an ad, you see an article, you see a video, and it may look pretty good, right? But maybe life gets in the way. Maybe I'm sitting here doing scrolling through my Facebook feed and someone texts me and I get distracted and I miss it, right? Next, I'm on to the next thing. Maybe in the case of all the pain stuff that we talk about with chiropractors, is that they have headaches, they're chronic, they've had them for 10 years, but when they see your ad and it looks interesting, maybe their headache they have today is only like a 2, so for them it's like nothing. So they're like, it's not a big deal. You need to be back in front of those people when their why gets big enough, when their headache, when they're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die today, I still had to go to work because I've used all my days off, I can't call in sick again. Those are the times when you need to be in front of them from a pain point. The other side is everyone is trying to extract money from us, right? And they're thinking the same thing. Oh, this doctor, he's got some good points on this, but gosh, I know he just wants to get my money. I've heard about, chiropractors doing this. So what do you need to do? You need to keep showing up. You need to create value and you need to create relationship. And that is really what retargeting does, is it gets you back in front of them so that when their why is big enough, their pain is big enough, and you've created relationship and value for them, and you say, okay, yeah, he keeps showing up, he gives me some more information, I can see him, they look like they're legit, whatever the case may be. So retargeting gives you a chance to get over hurdles, right, to do that. So this retargeting, I already have it set up so that you don't have to see me hack my way through it. But this one we're going to be doing video views. We've been have 3 other ads that we've run for headaches. And so now we're retargeting people based on those headaches as far as what we're seeing. So you can see here video views. Campaign name is retargeting video views. Let's come over to the ad set. All right, you can see again, I keep my ad set name pretty linear, retargeting video views. This one I created a custom audience for it, and I am going to retarget people that have engaged with the page in the last 5 days. And what that's going to give me is everyone that's clicked on the ad, because when you look in here, let me go ahead and create a second one. I'll use this another time. This will show you create new. I go to engagement, and I'm going to go to Facebook page. This one that I have set up, again, any that meet the following criteria. So anyone who engaged with the page, if you hover over this, this includes everyone who visited your page or engaged with your page's content or ads on Facebook or Messenger. So basically everyone that's done some sort of engagement. Someone clicked to see more, someone clicked over to the website, someone that clicked like, someone that commented, any of those types of engagements that we've done. And the other one was in the last 5 days. This one, I'm going to do anyone in the last 10 days because that's going to fall into my next sequence, right? So engaged with page last 10 days. All right, so this one won't come into play here. I'm going to create it, but then I'm going to remove it. Actually, I'll just cancel this one so I can show it in the next tutorial for this as well. So I'll cancel out, but that's how you do it. So this one is everyone in the last 5 days. I still have my location plus 10 miles. I went a little bit wider on my retargeting based on if someone shares it and they're outside the range. And again, this is people who live in this location. So people sometimes will share these things and it broadens your scope. Now, I still don't want someone in another state or anything else, but I'll broaden a little bit because they know where the office is. Maybe they looked at it, they shared it with someone, so they think that person might still interact with you. So I widen it from 7 to 10 miles. I widen that out when I do my retargeting. And my age, I've dropped that from 27. I had it 27 to 64. I changed that from 25 to 65 plus. I open that up a little bit when I retarget as well. As we're coming down here now, I go from where I edit my placements, and you'll have to look back through my other videos to see the previous ads, and I go to automatic placements. I go to $60 lifetime, and I'll have to restart that. So you can see it's going to be about $2 a day, which is stupid cheap, and we can always change that as well. But you're going to see that the audience is quite a bit smaller as well, because these are only people that have interacted with it. So you don't need huge budgets with your retargeting, which is really awesome. 10-second video views I still like the best, and I also come down to when I get charged. I want to get charged on a 10-second video view. And let's continue along. You're going to see now, because I'm going to put multiple things in this retargeting, I went to retargeting video views, and I went to headache drugs. This is a video on the common types of headache drugs, the side effects, and why they're not maybe the best idea. So now you're overcoming some hurdles and some things that, oh, I didn't know that taking this can cause my stomach to bleed, you know, all of those things. You hate to use any scare tactics, but that's the reality of it, and just sharing information. You're going to see here that this is a couple minutes, so I get the notification, obviously, that this will not show up on Instagram. Got it. Don't really mind. It's going to show up in a lot of places. And again, it's a previous post. Do I have it up? I do. I have it up. So I talk about the most common drugs, blah, blah, blah. Non-surgical, non-drug solutions. I show them what they can get. I don't talk about a pricing. This is not a Groupon type of deal. This is a regular new patient offer, and they can click over and click on that. And I don't believe that offer, the pricing is on there anywhere. It just shows what they get as a new patient, and as far as the exam, the consultation, there is no treatment involved. It's just for that. That's the way I like to run them. That's the way I've seen the best results, and it gets a more qualified prospect. Got my URL, in there, so that I can see in my analytics where clicks are coming from, and that's it. All right, we got the previous one. He already did that. Here's something too I wanted to hit on. Because we're promoting a post through Ads Manager, the way that things show up in here is this is the title that you put in on your... Evidently that truck didn't realize I was doing a video here, right? That is the title that you put in when you upload your video to your Facebook page. So if you don't like that title, then change it before you run the ad, and it's going to show that in there. Now this one as well, this one may get flagged because I talk about headache and drugs. And I talk about drugs here. And they'll say that it's flagged because you can't run offers for drugs without pre-authorization, blah, blah, blah. So if it does, we'll just dispute it, and I'll say, hey, I'm not selling drugs. I'm talking about side effects of them, and we'll go through there. So just knowing your expectations, if you talk about drugs, prescription, anything like that, it could get flagged. That's okay. Appeal it and say, I'm not selling drugs. This is talking about options to not use drugs. type of thing, and you'll usually get it approved, and it goes pretty quick. So that is the retargeting, and let me know if you got any questions on this, and I'll see you back in the next one where we will talk about additional retargeting. All right, we'll see you then.